full time in the first possession. I'm pick up.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Toronto, and let's go straight over to David. Aldridge for
well, Kevin.
And that's so great to hear, DA. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year. And both these teams can go deep into their benches. Chris, what's it like to play on a stacked team? A team that has a huge number of players that can start in a lot of teams in the league, but may have to come off the bench.
It just relieves a lot of the...
He can still play when he's injured.
Well, he's going to be subbed out right now.
Pressure. As starters, you want to try to get a lead or play well, and you hope the bench comes in and just holds off the next team or comes in with a nice pace. But when you're playing with a great team, you can actually hope that bench comes in and do better than you. You can actually hope that bench comes in and kind of raises the pace on that other team. But most importantly, what those benches do, and I know for me in Sacramento, they really keep the integrity of the team in practice every day because they're out there beating the A team. So when they put on those special jerseys that everyone hates, or has to flip their jersey inside out and go up against the starters, they're playing with that confidence that they play with every game, and so you have to be prepared in practice. And so it makes every day you get better, not just on the game day. So for me, being on those teams with great benches helps you more in practice every day, which sets a culture of winning more so than just in the games.
That's an excellent insight. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Raptors 5 right now. Anthony is out there with Chris. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Howard. And it's Waiters in at the 2 spot.
Look at the energy Lillard plays. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
And when you look at Damian Lillard, Rookie of the Year back in 2013, tremendous confidence from day one.
A quiet assassin who carries himself with humility. He lets his game do the talking.
Now, here's Lowry. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And this is an element of Butler's game that is deadly. He's as consistent as it gets, rising up off the pass.
LeBron kicks to Ibaka. Drains the three-pointer. Ibaka's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Lillard against Lowry. Howard with a screen on Lowry. And Lillard kicks to Howard. Kicks it out to Lillard. Raptors moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 16. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Lowry. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Mills, he's checked in for the Raptors. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball.
This is better than the 4-4 now.
There's the pass to Lillard. Howard with it, and guarded by Capella. It's stolen by Capella. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Ibaka's got 5 points so far. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Mills. Nice pass. Down to the right perfectly for the layup.
And Lillard focused on involving his teammates through passing, showing a real desire to make them better.
Look at that.
Mills passes to Lillard. The feet to Howard. It's stolen by Capella. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Anthony.
Oh, that's just stellar instincts from James. Outstanding at clogging up passing lanes with his length.
And when you're scouting a player like LeBron James, Chris, how do you defend him?
Nice.
What's the plan?
Wow, you got to stay in front of him and try to force him to take bad shots. Tell the trainer to get the ice bath ready. Make sure you got some extra tape. And all this is easier said than done.
Here's Lillard, and Capella sends it back. They recover it. No good with the triple.
Well, he hasn't been very precise at all.
Lowry kicks to Capella, launches a three, but they get it back. Raptors trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D and burn him in the open floor.
Now, here's Lowry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Anthony against LeBron. Back to Lowry. Poked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
Now that appears to be lack of communication between those two. Just mistimed the pass altogether.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Boston. And then for Toronto, Korver comes in for Lillard. And it's Mitchell in for Waiters. Now here's Anthony. Korver gets a wide open look. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Korver's got himself on the board with 3 there.
If you do not respect that Kyle Korver has been making a living as a sniper from deep, then you haven't been doing your studying. You don't know the scouting report.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And as successful as LeBron James has been, a max contract, all the endorsements, everything else, he's made his mark with his philanthropy.
Well, Kevin, my favorite part about LeBron is what he's done off the court. I mean, $2.5 million to the Muhammad Ali Museum. Think about this. This might be one of the greatest philanthropic moves, in my opinion, by an athlete. $40 million to pay for the college tuition of 1,000 Ohio school children. I mean, he's affecting the world in ways much larger than basketball.
Korver dishes to Howard. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Boston making some changes. This here comes in for LeBron. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Kyle Lowry. Celtics leading by 4. Iguodala right side. Feeds it to Olynyk. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Guarded by Korver. And Olynyk kicks to Labissiere. Just 3 to shoot. A drive by Iguodala. Rebounded by Howard.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Korver against Caldwell Pope. Screen by Howard. The 3 from Korver. Offensive rebound. Howard can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Labissiere, the screen. Pass to Olynyk. Iguodala outside. The second chance effort. Back to Olynyk.
You know, it's tough for shooters to get clean looks off of the Reza around. I mean, he hounds shooters, forces them to take incredibly hard looks.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
What happened to him?
No.
Is that a LeBron ad?
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and
go back, and I'm able to,
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin,
Go ahead.
Oh, it's me?
Circle. Or B.
that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you what, when you allow them to speed up the tempo, there's a good chance you're going to fall behind.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Kyle Korver. Howard is out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Mills. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position. Celtics leading by 6. Well, Chris, you can't shortchange this roster, but their coach, Brad Stevens, one of the best in the game.
Well, you remember his 6 years at Butler? He took them to the title game twice. I mean, what he's done with this team is no less impressive.
And yes, it's good. Korver's got his second bucket of the night.
Look at that focus from Korver inside. Here's a nice soft touch when he's in close next to the basket.
Korver's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. James, the pass to Labissiere. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Labissiere's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Sorry.
You love how physical Ariza is, just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
The Raptors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
2 sides. 2 sides.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trevor Ariza, the veteran out of UCLA, he still gives you a little bit of everything on the wing. He's great in transition. He can hit shots from anywhere, but, you know, he's always been a leader.
The Celtics making a switch here. Capella's checked in, and then for Toronto, Noel's checked in for Howard.
Catch.
And it's Damian Lillard in for Patty Mills. Now here's Iguodala. Here's Capella. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And with the reason you think back to when he was a young player finding his way in this NBA out of UCLA, and Kobe took him under his wing when they played together for the Lakers, and now he is paying it forward. He's helping young players.
Yeah, he has a great work ethic instilled in him from with his time with Kobe. He's always been a leader. He knows how things work in this league, and the reason he's showing all the younger players on his team the ins and outs of how to succeed.
Now here's James. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, you better wrap him up.
And the NBA game is evolving, Chris, you know that. And if you were starting back at square one, say, and trying to develop your skills to prepare yourself for a pro career, is there anything you do differently to prepare yourself for how the game is being played now?
That's a great question. You know, I remember playing in Washington, and I shot over like 35% from the three-point line. I remember in the paper they were saying, you know, we don't need big fellas to do that. So I got right back in the post, and so the game has changed so much. And so I would really say that I would balance the work that I did in the post with outside the post. I would just make sure that I would continue to stretch the floor as far as three-pointers, to give guys room to drive. And I would have definitely continued to work on my ball handling, maybe where a kicker could have screened for me, and then I could have been the initiator, since at most times I was kind of that point forward. But for the most part, no, I would try to put the same effort in, but definitely with different skill sets. You get to play differently now. You know, when we think about it, I don't think Larry Bird got to shoot 2 3-pointers a game. Imagine if he would have got to just let 7 go. You know, I don't know what we would ask him, except would you have to ice your wrist after games a little bit more, because you would be able to shoot more. So I think the freedom would have been fun, but I don't think I would have to prepare any different.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Noel.
But Lillard knows how to score the ball inside. All he needs is ideal positioning, and he's good to fire.
Here's LeBron. Plays it up and banks it in. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Lillard attacking. He's looking for Howard and finds him. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
He's good now, right?
Boston leading by 4. Outside Lowry. Capella inside. He's guarded by Howard. A second chance effort, and LeBron with the layup. James has got 11 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lowry against Lillard. He kicks it to Howard. Here's Mitchell. Off target with his three.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And Butler always looking to find that alley-oop. Just throw it his way, and he'll handle the rest.
Korver kicks to Lillard. Ariza sends a screen for Lillard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's... Got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Raptors shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And Damian Lillard, the originator of 4-Bar Friday. Last season, he released the letter O, his album. Featured some pretty big names.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Celtics. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Howard. Mills comes in for Trevor Ariza. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Mitchell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
That free throw missing. And Lillard with his own music label. He enjoys spending time in the recording studio.
Yeah, music, hip-hop, and basketball and sports go hand in hand. I mean, his high school coach was also a music producer. So Damian and his teammates had a chance to get in the studio at a young age. Before games, during warm-ups, they'd play their songs. I mean, that's what athletes do. That's where it all started.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%. And Butler is a true leader, a guy his teammates look up to and one of the best in our game.
Well, Jimmy Butler, let's not forget, has already won the NBA's most improved player. I think he did so back in 2015. That's just his type. He's always going to get better. He's a hard worker.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anthony. Rebound, Boston. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The drive by Iguodala. Back to Lowry. Just 3 on the clock. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Oh, and with the fast eye.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime
The
Show.
first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They took over in the second quarter, building their lead up to 10 points by the half and looking very much like a team that is determined to turn. And that is just about.
Never a shortage of motion on Soldiers Field Road as we welcome you back to historic Boston. We've got Ibaka, Lowry out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. X is in the game for the Celtics.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Over in the corner, Lillard, and so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line. That's going to send Damian Lillard to the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Raptors shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Lowry against Lillard. Lowry drawing the double team. Three-pointer, Butler. Boston getting another chance here. Second chance shot taken away by Anthony. Here's Lillard. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
But Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Gotta admire how he muscles it in regardless.
There are a lot of players who seemingly have ice in their veins when the game is on the line. They do not blink. When you think about those kind of players, who might be the most mentally tough in the league right now?
Well, it's so hard to tell who really is mentally tough because you don't know what these guys are thinking. But I know who looks like just cold stone, just merciless players out there, and that's Kawhi Leonard because
Yes.
you never know. You know Kawhi is a nice guy, but you know he'll shoot a shot that'll end the game and then just give you such a cold look. And I think Isaiah Thomas is that way. I mean, I think so many players, of course, LeBron, Curry have been that way their whole career. But Kawhi Leonard seems to be that next coming of ice in his veins.
Raptors trail by 7. Outside Anthony. Beyond the arc. Back to Lillard. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. It's stolen by Lowry. Now running. Here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. And that one is good. Lowry's got 6.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
But while he's out there making a play, everyone else is watching. Solid individual effort right there.
Lillard dishes to Howard. It's stolen by Ibaka. Butler kicks to James. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lillard attacking, and the rejection by Lowry. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Leads for it, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Mitchell, he's checked in for Marquise Chris. Ibaka against Anthony. Takes it from 10. Rebound Boston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Butler. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defensive end.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Butler on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. To the inside. And James throws it down.
Well, come on. We all know LeBron is used to being fouled. It's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Olynyk is checked in for Capella. Labissiere comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Bellinelli in for Kyle Lowry. Mills, he's checked in for the Raptors. And there's the call on Howard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Boston. Iguodala comes in for LeBron. On the wing, it's Iguodala, covered by Mills. Here's Capella, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, man, Capella absolutely destroys the opposition on the offensive glass, using that gigantic body of his to snag down second chance opportunity.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Iguodala's drive. Kicks it to Olynyk, launches it, that falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Olynyk's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
Well, you know, some people say Andre Iguodala is on the decline as an offensive option, but his impact on the floor is still clear as day. He keeps the ball moving with his great spacing. He keeps that tempo and that pace, and he's still a strong finisher because he only takes high percentage shots that he's comfortable with.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Scal Lavissier's checked in for Capella. And Toronto also making a switch. Porter's checked in. And with Iguodala, he isn't going to be a double-digit scorer again, it seems, the former All-Star. But you know what, Chris? He is still incredibly valuable, so productive, just with his floor presence.
Iguodala is a perfect example, Kevin, of a guy who can change the game without even putting up a lot of stats. The defense that he brings to the table, that isn't slowing down either.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this game.
Raptors trail by 18. And it's Anthony at the elbow. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Iguodala, the pass to Labissiere. Celtics passing it around. Goes up the baseline. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Celtics lead by 18.
And you have to do a ton of the strap cargo poke. Just razor sharp concentration when he's going up with the shot.
Here's Anthony, and another basket for Toronto.
They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring, with a good reason.
Boston's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. The second effort, and Anthony lays it in. Anthony's got 6 points.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off.
Oh,
Good. Did you see that? He can get awful fancy when he wants to, and Iguodala wanted to that time. You fancy, huh? You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Celtics out in front, up by 16. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next.
Oh, come on. You want a rematch? Come on.
You get a rematch later when you guys have Chris.
Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Don't give in. We're going to send our fast break and get mismatched.